Let's get you caught up on the latest high school sports headlines. For this week's update, here's Joe McCann.
Thanks, Jane. Leading off with some recruiting news, five-star prospect Malik Reneau has announced his commitment to Indiana. Previously a Florida commit, the 6'8 forward reopened his recruitment after the Gators coaching change. He joins his Montverde Academy teammate Jalen Hood Schifino in the Hoosiers 2022 recruiting class. The duo helped Montverde Academy win Geico Nationals just a few weeks ago. Reneau was at the Jordan Brand Classic in Chicago last week. Team Air defeated Team Flight 118-109 with Duke commit Dereck Lively slamming home the game's final bucket. The game had co-MVPs. Arkansas commit Nick Smith Jr. had 27 points for Team Flight, and Texas commit Dillion Mitchell led Team Air with 18 points. In the girls' game, Team Air was victorious 93-85, led by LSU commit Flau'jae Johnson. The Georgia native had 27 points in the game. Flau'jae, who is also an emerging rap star, even got a shout-out from Hall of Famer Sheryl Swoopes for her performance. But the players' thoughts this week are with one of their All-American teammates, Aaliyah Gales. She was wounded in a shooting when she returned home to Las Vegas over the weekend. The All-American from Spring Valley High School sustained non-life-threatening injuries in the shooting, but she did need 2 emergency surgeries on Sunday. Gales is a national top 10 prospect and she is committed to USC. A GoFundMe has been set up to help the Gales family with medical bills. Moving on now to some football news. In the 2023 recruiting class, one prospect is creating quite a buzz, but it's for what he's doing on the track. Nyckoles Harbor is a 6'5", 225-pound defensive end from Archbishop Carroll in Washington, D.C., but he has been showing off elite speed for the Carroll track team. He's been running the 100 meters at around 10.3 consistently, and he's even posted a 10.28 this spring. Just for a point of reference, a 10.28 in the 100 meters would have been good for 8th place in last spring's NCAA Men's Track and Field Championships. Harbor is not committed, but he has more than 40 offers from many of the nation's elite football programs. And one of the top 2023 quarterbacks came off the board last week as Christopher Vezina of Briarwood Christian in Alabama announced a verbal commitment to the Clemson Tigers. Vezina is a 6'4", 210-pound signal caller. The 24/7 Sports Composite has him listed as 52nd overall in the 2023 class. He threw for 2,247 yards and 18 touchdowns last season while rushing for another 649 yards and adding 16 scores on the ground. Be sure to follow Sports Stars of Tomorrow on all of our social media channels for bonus content and previews of our next episode. This week's show features 5-star defensive lineman Marvin Jones Jr. and Walter Nolan. You can also visit our website, Sports Stars of Tomorrow TV, to check out all of our past features, including segments from our recent NFL Draft Special, which featured Kayvon Thibodeau and Derek Stingley. For Sports Stars of Tomorrow, I'm Joe McCann. Join Jane Slater back here next week on The Scene.